Over the weekend, I had the opportunity to have an exclusive sit-down interview with Congressman James Clyburn. We discussed the new Speaker of the House, the war in Israel, and the topic of age limits also came up.
And in terms of what's going on in the House right now, the House has been at a stalemate because of the speakership. Where do you see the House moving forward now that Mike Johnson has been seated?
Well, now we've got a speaker, that means we can get things done. The question remains what we will get done. We've got a speaker whose agenda is one that does not line up. He seems to have a preconceived notion about a lot of things that are not grounded in reality. He's got a problem with women's reproductive rights. He's got a problem with these kinds of programs that deal with people whose sexuality may not be that which he considers to be sexuality. He talks a lot about biblical stuff, but he seems to be interpreting the Bible a little different from the Bible that my dad preached from when I was sitting in his church next door to the parsonage that I was born and raised in. And these people with this strange definition of what Scripture means. This speaker seems to have a very strange definition of the Scripture.
When you talk about Scripture, let's stay there for a moment with what's going on in Israel, the war between Israel and Hamas. Israel is reacting to the attacks, but there are some who feel Israel is being too heavy-handed, and it seems the U.S. is always going to side with Israel. Your thoughts?
Well, the fact of the matter is, Israel is a natural ally of the United States. It may be our closest ally. And I think that people have to keep that in mind. That is not to say that we will not sit down with the Israelis and hopefully fashion a response to this unjustified attack. I think that Ukraine was unjustified, a 5-day attack in the United States because of our relationship with our allies in NATO that could come to that rescue. And the same thing applies here. Now, the president, right from Jump Street, or as we say down here in the Low Country, right from the get-go, the president made it very clear that we made mistakes after 9/11, reacted without good, what I would call sincere thought, reacting emotionally. We can understand the emotions involved in anything like this. However, we must not let our emotions control us to an extent that we make bad decisions. And so that's what the president's talking about. I support the president in that. That is not to say that we disagree with the Israelis reacting, but we think we must do so in a way that makes sense.
As the Democrats prepare to face what appears to be Trump coming up in the next election, there's some who are saying they don't really feel that the Democrats have built a strong enough candidate to overcome the lead that Trump has amassed.
Well, you know, I heard the same thing after the first term of Bill Clinton. That he had no way of getting reelected. I heard the same thing toward the first term, the end of the first term of Barack Obama. If you go back and look at what was said around the same time in Obama's administration, he had absolutely no chance. I think I saw somewhere that he had, 17% chance of getting reelected, and he was overwhelmingly reelected. The fact of the matter is, when you have an incumbent president running against all these generic candidates, that's one thing. But when you got an incumbent president, the kind of record that this president has, I don't care what the Republicans split up or who, we are going to be just fine with Joe Biden. Now, everybody talks about, well, you know, his age. Well, everybody has some age, and who determines whether or not, what's the cutoff? Is it 50? Is it 60? Is it 70 or 80? I don't know what it is, but I do know this. You run on your record, not on your chronology. And I've been telling people, I'd much rather have an old Thurgood Marshall than a young Clarence Thomas.
Do you think there is a natural time when people should step away from politics? I know you just made your statement, but do you think there should be some kind of age consideration?
Well, you know, we run for 2 years. And every 2 years, you submit yourself to the voters. They make that decision. Now, whether or not I submit, I made it a family decision. I have 3 daughters, 2 of whom are right here today. I sit with them. We get together a lot, but we have our annual family meeting, starting around the 22nd of December every year, and we meet through the 1st of January. We'll do the same this year. And they'll tell me what they hear and what they feel. And I'll govern myself, of course.
All right. Last question. The politics in Washington and really all over is polarized. And I hear from people here in Charleston, maybe not what you hear from people all over, but I hear that Americans are tired of the extremes. Is there an issue or a set of issues that you feel this Congress can come together on to satisfy the American people and make them feel that you all are actually working for them?
Well, Americans are tired of the extremes. I'm certainly tired of the extremes. But we must find middle ground. But when I hear the Republican colleague said that my idea of compromise is when the other side comes around to my way of thinking, that, to me, is extreme. I stayed married to the same woman for 58 years, so I knew the importance of compromise. And this notion that it's got to be your way or no way, that's not going to work in politics any more than it works in a family.
Congressman Jim Clyburn, thank you so much.
Thank you.